We can all be sharpshooters. Welcome to another episode of Unlocking the Mind Behind Make More Work Less. My name is Fong. I'm an entrepreneur, business strategist, real estate investor, speaker, and also a best-selling author. And every single day, I help others unlock potentials and guide them to succeed. Today on Unlocking the Mind, we talk about another cognitive bias. And the reason why I have the show is so that we can better understand how our minds work, build stronger relationships, make better decisions, and of course, avoid certain cognitive traps. So for today's cognitive bias, we're going to be talking about the Texas Sharpshooter effect. So what exactly is that? Oh, I asked you a question. Do you believe that we can all be sharpshooters? If you said yes, then that answer is correct, because we can actually apply the Texas Sharpshooter effect into everybody and make all of us sharpshooters. What exactly is that? Well, that is when we take differences in data and we ignore that data and oversimplify and over-exaggerate the ones that are actually similar and support our theories. It is when we are coming up with hypotheses and arguments and we handpick certain data to support that hypothesis or support that argument that we have. We basically take cause and effect and reverse them. Okay, we find and cherry pick certain data points and certain support points to make it so that we are correct and that our argument is correct. So how did this whole Texas Sharpshooter fallacy come from, and where did the story begin? Well, the story all started off with this one Texas sharpshooter saying, you know what, everybody, I am a sharpshooter. I am great at firing at bullseyes, and I'm just the best sharpshooter in the world. So then they go, well, we need some proof. So what he did was he went to his barn and he just kept on firing away. And then after that, he walked up to his barn and then started drawing bullseyes around all the bullet holes that he put in there and says, see, there's the proof. I am a sharpshooter. Now, after I said that, I'm sure all of us can become sharpshooters too. All we have to do is put the bullseyes in the bullet holes where we actually fired. So that is basically taking the cause and effect and completely reversing it. We're handpicking data points. We're handpicking certain support points to make sure that we are correct. Now, how does this actually affect us in the day-to-day life? Well, we have to be careful what people present us with when it comes to information. For instance, we have people saying that, oh, look, the market's going to come down or the market's going to go up. Look at these data points. And this hand selects certain data points showing that, okay, all the trends going down, we have to sell, 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 sell. But if you kind of look and take a step back and look at the whole picture, the actual thing is just going to go down and then up, and then everything else is going out on an overall look standpoint. Same thing with comparables. We tend to like picking comparables that match what we want our property to be. So for instance, if we go, hey, I'm going to offer this property $500,000. And then we go, we need to find some comparables. Let's say you're so attached to this property and you really, really want to buy it. Then you're going to ask your realtor to, hey, can you find all the comparables that match $500,000 of value and disregard all those other ones that say it's over $500,000. So then we're handpicking the data. We're completely ignoring the other data sets so that we get what we want. But that's not good, because what if that property actually is less than 500,000? We're ignoring all the data points that's below. So the thing is, it actually can be for us or against us. We have to make sure that we look at all the data points and understand what's the true value. We have to understand what's the true data. We have to understand what's the true results before we come up with a conclusion. So we're not just forgetting everything else, and we're not falling a trap to everybody else that's giving us selected data points or selected information that fits their narrative. And that is how we are able to avoid the Texas Sharpshooter fallacy. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode on the Texas Sharpshooter fallacy. We can all now be sharpshooters. But if you did like this episode, please go back and watch some of my other episodes on Unlocking the Mind. And of course, we have a lot of other shows, the Peak Potential Success Show, the Master Mind Bites, and of course, the Make More Mind Bites that's up every single week. So until next time, thank you very much for your support, your likes, your comments, your subscriptions. I love seeing those comments. And until next time, today is the day to lock your peak potential. I'll see you later.